Right, just worked my way out, just doing a little downwinder today from Cleveland and Brisbane to Scarborough. First time, never done this run before, so thought it might be a little bit of fun since Ange and Steve were going up to do some dinging at Scarbs, so thought I might as well downwind myself there, which I think is about 40 k's roughly. So I'm 3 k's in, bumps are already not bad actually. So the first k straight off the boat ramp, had to kind of just stay up high and just pump a little bit, but it was alright. And now it's just cruisy, like it's a very easy downwinder. So hopefully it's like this all the way, or even gets a little bit better would be nice. But I'll give you a little look where I'm going to. Oh, lighten that off. Okay. Oh. So I'll just spin this around. Bumps are only small, you know, so there's definitely nothing fast happening, but I'm going, well, there's an island coming up here. So there's an island, you won't be able to see it, but there's an island coming up maybe, let's say it looks like 5 k's, maybe 10 k's away, which I think I've got to go to the inside of it. So hopefully it works. Hopefully as I get closer, I'll work out what side I have to go. But worst case, if I miss Scarbs, I guess I go to the sunny coast. Alright, might check back later and see if the bumps get any better. Alright, we're just about to tick over 10 k's, and I could sit down and see where I actually am, but I got a gut feeling I'm going to go on the outside of this first island, because I've still got 30 k's to go, so yeah, for sure. So I'm just going to wing it anyway and go on the outside. Besides that, bumps have been, look, it's not overly windy, but it's kind of they're fun little bumps, nothing crazy, no ocean bump, but it's easy. A lot of bird life, which is always awesome to see when you're out here by yourself. Outside of that, yeah, it's kind of fun. Woo! So, alright, I'll come back around 20k mark and hopefully I'm still going decent. Alright, I'm about 15 k's in and I'm approaching the first island, so I guessed right, and it was going the outside, which I'm glad I guessed, because it probably would have been flat on the inside. Well, I think I'm right, I'm not past it yet, but anyway. So if I'll pan around, you'll see the island. There's the island over there. No idea what it's called. Oh. But yeah, I guess that's the first part ticked off, and yeah, into part B, which is pretty weird. So kind of get lost even at the easiest times, so maybe I should have planned better, but anyway. It's not a cranking wind or anything, it's just it's kind of fun. Just good surfing bumps, really. So for anyone who doesn't know where this is in Moreton Bay, just off Brisbane, Australia, and it's pretty big open water. So yeah, that was a 243k, so it's not like it's records breaking bumps, but it's fun. It's actually really fun. I guess if you really wanted, you probably could do this run without even pumping at certain times. It's the bumps are pretty predictable. If you're learning to downwind, it's probably a good spot to learn. Maybe go with more than just yourself. But it's yeah, it's pretty good fun. So now I've got past the first island, I can see the second big island clearly. Pretty obvious that one's bigger than the one I just passed. Now I've got to thread the needle between the two, which is not like it's small, it's a pretty big gap. And then I've got to try to find where the finish is, because I've actually only ever been there once. And to be honest, I'd actually have no idea, like zero. And if I miss it, I guess maybe the guys on the sunny coast can drop me off one day next week. So I don't think Ange will come and pick me up. But yeah, at least the bumps are good. Woo! Anyone wondering what foil I'm on? So if you've been following anything I've been doing for ages, you probably know that I've been pissing around with their own foils for maybe 3 years or so, and we've been close and then over and back and forward and back and forward, and oh, it's just one of those things. And you know what, right now we're ready. The foil I'm riding now is ready to rock and roll. It's it'll be under 1 foils. A lot of things changed through COVID and bits and pieces, so we changed everything maybe like 10 times. Shit, I don't even remember how many times we changed stuff. But you know what, it's probably for the better in the long term anyway. We've got a pretty good direction where we're going. Foils right now feel amazing, and really this is just a start. And the way I feel we're going to do it is pretty exciting. It's, you know, I'll probably go into more detail when I'm not downwinding in these bumps. But so the foil I'm on is just over 1,000 square centimetre wing. It's a bit of an all-rounder. It's actually, I surf it a lot as well. It's kind of fun for surfing, pumping, but really nice for just easy downwinding. So it's yeah, if you know, it's probably not a wing you'd probably go and paddle out first time you ever downwinded, but as a progression onto wing, oh, it's amazing. Like, it's got amazing glide, good speed. You know, I've kind of had it anywhere from 28, 29 kilometre an hour averages, and for top end and bottom end you're looking more like, you know, 3-minute Ks. So it's got a good range in it. Could probably go faster if these are only Gold Coast bumps, so I'm sure there's places where it'll probably go faster even again. But yeah, I'm excited. And our new mast that I'm on now just feels amazing. So it feels so fast and so slippery through the water, and you know what, a lot of people who are falling right now are going to get access to it pretty easy. So yeah, it's pretty exciting, but maybe I'll go more into this one other day coming up. So we're just finalising a few little bits and pieces, and then hopefully it'll be out to some of our importers and a few guys who are stoked and keen, and we'll slowly build it up. But yeah, if you're interested, just shoot me a PM and I'll answer some more questions or send you some pics or whatever. Nothing's really secret, so if I'm riding it, really I want other people to ride it. Alright, back to what I was doing. I've just got to focus on where I'm going, because I might run into the big island coming up. So I want to spin you around and shoot the other way, but it's pretty sunny. It's funny, it's kind of some flat areas out here. Like it's kind of fun, but it does run into a few real flat spots, which still seem to glide through, no worries. Like you say, I haven't really been pumping much, but it's it's an interesting run. Like it's amazingly easy. I can imagine you could do a couple 100 Ks like this without breaking a sweat, but unfortunately the bay's not that long. Alright, let's spin around and look at some bumps for a bit, eh? So 20 Ks in, so maybe right on halfway, and things have changed. Wind's dropped off. Like probably only got 15 knots at the moment, but the bumps are smoother. I think maybe we've got a little different current here. Maybe I'm going with the current a little bit, but like it looks like there's not much bump, but I'm kind of cruising fairly quick, which is pretty cool. Yeah, hopefully it kicks back in strong and I get these bumps, but I actually have had to pump a few times, so hopefully that ends. Prefer not to pump. Anyway, check back in later on. Alright, so I'm about 25 Ks in, and yeah, it got really light beside that big island, and zero bumps, so it was a bit of a pump fest to get through. I'm out the other side now, starting to reform a little again. It's not all time, but it's better than it was. Definitely a lot of weed. Like this side of the Brisbane Bar seems to be a lot more weed than the other side. Good thing is it's kind of clumpy, so you can see a lot of it and not run into it. Definitely not as cruisy as it once was, but it's getting better again. You know, I got that 15 Ks to go, so hopefully I'll be able to see the finish line eventually. Maybe within 10 Ks I might be able to see it. Did have a monster boat go past when I was pumping, couldn't film, but maybe the only reason I'm still going for a little bit. Whew. Anyway, back soon. Alright, getting close to the 30 K mark, and yeah, wind's pretty much gone at the moment. Still some bumps, but I get the feeling it's going to get a little worse maybe, so which isn't too bad. Look, 10 Ks to grind it out at the end is alright. Maybe it get better. Did have something try and jump at me, which always gets the heart going a little quicker than it needs to be. But right next to me, so maybe foil stirred something up. But what can you do about it? Not much, eh? And yeah, not much else happening now. Funny enough, there's bugger all bump, but it's still kind of easy to glide, so I'll take it. Occasionally, like, you get these amazing just wally ones that just like run for a few 100 meters, so you can just get a long rest. Yeah, if I turn around you can still see the bumps are there. Pretty sure I can see kind of the finish. I think it's the finish. It's the next piece of land that sticks out, and I've got 10 Ks to go, so I'm presuming it's got to be close to the finish. Who knows, I might have to walk a bit at the end if they're already out dinging. I'll find them eventually. Yoo! Shit! Oh, just turned the camera on and I went through the biggest pile of weed. Damn, there's a lot of weed out here. I've just kind of decided to deal with it and just pump the shit out. There goes another pack. Woo! Hopefully hit it hard and fast and we'll get most of it off. Bump's kind of got a little better again. Now I'm just cruising. Be nice if I didn't have weed, but every good fawley gets weed, especially when they last. I'm 34 k's in, and I think I know where I'm going. I'm definitely not 100% sure I know where I'm going. Definitely got weed because I can feel I'm not gliding over the bumps quite as nice as I was. I probably could stop and take it off, but yeah, only 5 or 6 k's to go. I think I'll just suck it up as much as I can anyway. Oop. Does make the foil do some weirder things. Anyway, that might be me for the day. So maybe not check back in, but we'll see if I get another chance, and I'll do a little finish update. But yeah, not a bad run, definitely worth doing. A bit of a drive for us from the Goldie, but that's okay. Kind of averaged 240s the whole way, which isn't bad for a Brisbane run, I guess, considering I don't know where I'm going. Oh, shivers. Anyway,